Good everyone, today's video. Today is a bit of a weird video that I don't tend to do. This is something that I'm going to start doing. I'm just going to be dragging out birds that I haven't flown for a long time. And if I get something that's funny or I get something that just in general works with the plane, I'll use it. And the other night, me, Hairy Feet, and Nate were flying out in 2.3 Japan. And I figured I'd drag out a plane that I haven't flown in years. The last time I flew this thing was to respade it for the offensive and new 37mm. Because this thing has a Type 94 cannon, which is on the Hargo light tank. And I figured, well, I'm fighting aircraft, I might as well bring the HE along, see if it's any decent. And let's just say me and Hairy Feet were pleasantly surprised by this aircraft. Now, obviously, due to it being a derp gun and it's situated just over here, Hairy Feet's ping is not suitable for this aircraft. But mine is. I only tend to get about 50 to 90 ping at most. And a derp? Most of the time it works. Obviously, we do have 2 additional 50 cals and everything, but this isn't about the plane. And if you would like to see some live episodes of this sort of stuff, please do let me know, because I'm more than happy to take out some aircraft that I haven't flown in years. Maybe it could be a start of a new series or something. And bonus points if anyone can think of a series name. Maybe, hold on, let me have a brief think. Maybe The Ones That Were Forgotten or something. Something along that line. Just as long as I can at least put it in a video title and make it work. Maybe me and Steve can design a decent thumbnail. But jokes aside, the Ki-45 Otsu is a plane I haven't touched in a long time. And I figured, well, Hairy Fleet wants to fly the Canoe Destiny, and I want to fly this thing. And I was pleasantly surprised. Now, most of my kills in this game were with the 50 cows. But I do get a couple of derps. And the reaction of Hairy Feet, I wish I'd have recorded it live personally, was simply, he was astonished at the sound of the crunch. That's why the replay title that I'm obviously going to show you in a second is called Crunch Time, because this gun crunched some poor J-22B into pieces. And I was pleasantly surprised that this vehicle has such a powerful cannon. The explosive charge is very good for what it is. The only issue with this vehicle is the cycle time. Now, what does that mean? Well, the cycle time refers to whenever you shoot a shell, and obviously because this has a magazine of 16 rounds, it then takes time to chamber another shot. And once again, we have another sound bug because of replays just fucking up all the time. I swear this is getting on my nerves. And like I said, I can only apologise for that. But obviously, all gameplay would have, all live gameplay would have been with the, well, it would have been with the sound, obviously. Now, Nate's bringing his Ki-45 Tay. And by the way, just in case anyone's not in the Discord server yet, Nate is my new moderator. And there's also been an incident that I'll probably cover at some point. I don't know. In fact, by the time this video comes out, that incident would have been covered. Most likely. To obviously people who don't already know. So, obviously, Harry's in the Canoe of Destiny, Nate's in the Tay, and I'm in the Otsu. This is a plane that is quite heavy actually, but not as heavy as other twin-engine fighters. And that's what made me really start to like this thing. You gotta remember, when I first flew this thing, I was a complete noob, and at this point the Hurricane's latched onto my ass, but Hairy Feet kindly removes him with a Canoe of Destiny. But you gotta remember, last time I flew this plane, I was a bit of a noob. I didn't really know what to do with it. I mostly dogfighted with it, and they actually worked pretty well, especially the Co in arcade. But this thing was a plane that I never really liked. But you'll be surprised, and at this point, a J-22 is coming in. It's not him you need to pay attention to. It's Mr. Hornet Z, I believe. that you need to pay attention to with the crunch time, which, oh my god, it was satisfying. But this is a plane that not a lot of people, in fact, I barely see these things, and whilst I can understand the 37 is very hard to aim, because it doesn't actually have a tracer, it has a very faint, shall we say, heat signature that you can identify, but you can sort of understand. Like I say, I was trying to line up Derp on this guy, but I thought it's easier just to kill him with 50 cals. He's actually going to put out that fire, and he's going to kill Nate. Obviously, the P-66 is coming in here. I'm taking hits. And this thing, for a Japanese plane, is actually pretty tanky against some bullets. I mean, if you hit the fuel, it's going to burn, but that's the same with any Japanese plane. Obviously, I had to dodge Harry there, and Harry, I think, is going to put down the J-22, or I'm going to get the kill on it. I think I get the kill, because he crashes due to the damage. And he goes, well, this is really where, like, he decided to come at me, and I thought, nope, don't want to deal with it. And there we go, Hairy Feet got it. But there you can see, I fired the Derp gun there, and you saw a very brief signature of, shall we say, being able to view it. Obviously, here comes a VG to try and have a crack at us. And this has developed into a low-altitude dogfight. But obviously, the 50 cals are a lot easier to aim, which, as you can tell, they tend to be more reliable. It's the fact that this 37 has such weird characteristics, and not only that, it doesn't have a tracer, as I've already mentioned, and with it being a anti-tank gun, technically speaking, well, it's more of an infantry support gun if you want to go that far. I mean, the Argo didn't exactly have a great armor-piercing round, but you can still understand what I'm referring to here. So me and Harry, we're currently getting attacked by this P40 and a VG, and obviously I'm trying to help Harry out. He's a bit shot up, but I've already crit the P40, and here comes the VG, who pours some shots into me. The damage he does, especially to the right engine, is going to be a bit of a problem, but I snipe him with the cockpit, or with the rear gun, into his cockpit, because obviously the VG doesn't have any armor. But, oh, we're close to the crunch time. Don't worry. Now, those of you that understand what the actual meaning of crunch time is, well, this isn't it. Trust me. This isn't where you knuckle down and do some work. Well, I mean, technically it is, because I do get an ace out of this plane. But, spoiler alert, me and Harry nearly had a mid-air collision there, and we was thinking, what the fuck, that was so close. But the P40 goes down, and the VG gets shot. Well, sorry, yeah, I did get a kill on the P40. But this is where the crunch time begins, and Hairy Feet, get ready to see this, buddy. You're gonna like this one. So at this point, this J-22 has been ground pounding, and obviously my right engine isn't looking healthy. And the Ki-45 stupidly decides I'm gonna go head on with that guy. Now I'm going to slow it down, for good reason. Hairy Feet, get ready to get some, or get ready to spit any available liquid sauce that you have in your mouth, because this shot and explosion is simply amazing. So I'm turning in here, and obviously the plane is a bit damaged, but I'm still able to swing it around. Harry's obviously dodging him, and I figured at this point, I'd just like to pause it here. I thought at this point, should I kill with the 50s or try the Derp? I said, fuck it, let's try the Derp. Boom. And skaboosh. Blows him to pieces. And as you can tell, there isn't much left of him. It cut him in two. And Hairy Feet was saying, what the hell was that? Did you kill him with a Derp? And, oh, it was amazing. That shot pretty much saved Harry's life, and he wanted to see that crunch in he wanted to see the full crunch damage, and well, there's still one more crunch left to go, buddy, so I'm going to skip ahead to that, because I do get to feast on one of the Catalinas, so that's always nice. Now there was a team kill that happened in this battle, because this guy here basically fired at a friendly, and obviously it's fair game. If someone shoots at you, you shoot him down. That's at least as far as I believe. Hairy Feet is in the same principle, pretty much, because we can't take the risk anymore. This is where it gets to starts to get a bit hard for us, because obviously we're trying to track multiple dots in the clouds. We're tracking 2 Catalinas, and I don't know about you, but it's very, very hard to see in here. So Harry's saying, okay, I see the dots, and I'm like, I don't see the dots, but obviously now I see them, and you can see them here. You can see the dots only just. And I'm thinking, I wanna get some crunch on these Catalinas. And don't worry, I had a bit more opportunity for the Derp. I did also try the Ho 203, which the Ki-45 gets, but here we go again. The Catalina obviously spots me, pulls up, but by that point, I'm lining the Derp up. And that's one shot, and that's going to kill that guy. The power of this 37mm is actually quite incredible. And well, here he's coming in thinking, is he burning? And I'm like, yep, I hit him with a Derp. And, well, he's going to burn down in just a moment. But obviously now we have to deal with the other Catalina. I tried to hit him with a Derp, but I missed. He scores a crit, damaging my right engine and also my left engine a bit. But Hairy Feet is about to kill the last Catalina, whilst I give him assistance with my tail gun, which this tail gun's actually surprisingly good. But obviously, I don't really need to continue here. This is really where the battle ends for this poor Catalina, as he gets sicked on by a very hungry Ki-45 and also a hungry A6M2. But yeah, this sort of thing is something that I really think I need to do more. Take out some forgotten birds of myself and others that you may consider to be forgotten, and if I disagree, then I will inform you of that. But let me know. If you do want to see some live flights, maybe it could be a new series. I don't know. This is something you guys would have to decide. But obviously, if you can think of a name for it, that's even better. And we'll most likely do that. Maybe put down some suggestions as to what vehicles have been ignored over the years. Just not the Condor. I have standards for Forgotten. That thing is just pathetic, no matter what. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's episode well, it's not really an episode, it's just a bit of a twist video, I should say. And I'll see you all on the next one.